Can you still make decent money by doing bounties in Stanton? Well, in today's video, we're going to find out. I did grind up my rep quite a bit. It almost took me the whole day just to go from HRTs to VHRTs. I'm trying to grind to the full rank here, but it's taking way too long. I'll probably review it once we're there in another video. But for now, we're going to take a look at VHRTs here. I happen to find one in an asteroid belt here around Yala. This is probably the best one to get if you want to load cargo. So let's go see how much money we can make from this and if it is even worth it. But before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Beam Eye Tracker. Beam Eye Tracker turns your regular webcam into a head and eye tracker for just $30. You can make Star Citizen way more immersive. For example, I've got my webcam connected here. It's C920. It records at 30 FPS. If I look straight forward and then I look to my left, it will follow my eyes. And I can also look to my right, up, and down. And you can bind this with your head movement as well. This is basically what the software does. It turns your webcam into a head and eye tracker. If you want to upgrade your setup, check out Beam Eye Tracker. Buying from their website will help support the channel, so I really appreciate it. Links in the description. Now let's get back to the video. For my ship, I'm just going to use the Constellation, probably the best ship at the moment. After MRTs, you basically need this ship. You can just rent one, it will do it just fine. But other than that, I grinded from the first bounty hunting mission all the way up to MRTs with a Cutlass Black. HRTs you can still do with the Cutlass Black, but they will take super long since you need to constantly kite to get your shields back. So definitely after MRTs, rather go with a Constellation. It will be way better. I just have the default weapons equipped, they're good enough. But you probably want some attritions to shed even faster and an upgraded shield that you can buy at Grimhex. But let's see what type of ships we can get here. We've got a Hammerhead here at the top. Some reason it's super red. And then we also have the mission ship here, which is C2, which is super nice. We'll have a look at it. Maybe there's more. Let's quickly take a look. Another one popped up here. Let's see. This is an Origin ship. I think it's a 600. So we'll mark it with Alt 2, and then there's another one. This is a Starfarer. So we'll also mark that one with the 1. But first, let's deal with the mission ship here. See if it has any cargo on it. Just gonna try and shred it quickly before those others show up. I'm gonna try to stick to the belly here. Constellation is very nice since it has shield faces. So if they shoot your one shield face down, you can always turn, and then your one shield face can regenerate while you're still tanking the shots. So very nice ship. Really like the bigger shields on bigger ships. It adds some depth to the gameplay and how you can fight other ships. But I'll quickly deal with this C2 here. And there we go. We've got our first one here. I don't see those ships approaching, so I guess we can scan this one for now. So for cargo, this one has Alter Toxin, 16 ACUs, medical supplies, Quantanium 4. So we'll definitely come pick this up once we're done with this one. Let me just see if I can deal with the other ones here as well. I think we'll take down the 600i first because mostly they don't really have a big cargo bay. Then we can take our time with the Starfarer. So let's see if we can deal with the 600i quickly. Here we go. Let's see if we can shred him. Just gonna try and sit right underneath him. The Starfarer does have a turret that's quite decent, so we need to try and do this fast, since my back shield won't last forever. Otherwise I will have to kite. Seems like the 600i has like a spot that's completely invincible, right? So you can't really do damage to it. So you need to hit it way more on the back end of the ship here. Otherwise it won't do any damage. And there we go. It went super quickly. Just take a look at the Starfarer. Their turret is super powerful. But you can sit at the belly here. Then you should be all good to go. You can just basically press forward and they won't be able to get onto you. I'm just gonna aim for the head and then take down the shields and kill it eventually. And there we go. We've got the Starfarer. That was super easy. Just aim for the head and usually you can take it down. quite easily. Let's quickly scan both of these ships and see if they're got any valuables on them. Here's the Starfarer. There's titanium, tungsten, medical supplies, alter toxin, non-alter toxin, and then titanium. Let me just take a look at the 600 here before we start loading. I also want to take a look at that hammerhead, that random one, if it still exists. Since it was super red, so who knows if it will stay. 600 here has alter toxin, medical supplies, and quantanium. Only one, so nothing too crazy, but we might as well load it up, right? Just the valuables, since it's basically free. Just park my ship right here, and we'll see what we can get here. We'll do the 600 first. It's a very old module, so you just click towards the cargo area and it will open. There's no button really, or at least nothing that I have found just yet. If we go inside here, usually the cargo is all stacked up right here. You just take out my tractor beam here, my bigger one. Tungsten we don't really need. All the ones at the top here is what you basically take. Scrap, no need for it. So we're going to take the quantanium. I'll also take the medical supplies. They're not the best, right? But I think we can definitely have some space left for it. So we can definitely take it. Since there's going to be quite a bit of space left and we want to make this profitable for us. Take the medical supplies as well. Nothing too crazy. Maybe not even worth looting this one. But we want to take a look at how much we can make, right? So I'll just do it. My throat is a little bit sore, so if I sound a little bit weird today, it's probably that's why. But we'll see how it sounds in the editing software once I edit it. Hopefully not too bad. We'll see. Will I get better soon? Since I'm still a little bit sick, I think, from last time. I'm gonna put all the alter toxin in one area just because it's drugs, right? We can sell that separately. And the medical supplies as well. So I think I put the medical supplies in front here, so that we can separate them a little bit. And then I have no idea what to do with this. I'll just throw it in the middle. But let's go up and loot the Starfarer here. Just gonna park my ship just like this here at the Starfarer, so that I can get to the cargo a little bit more easily. I don't have to constantly run around and try to position myself. Let's get out and quickly loot the cargo on this as well. Here you can see, here's the door. To open this, you just go to this red button here, and then you can hit open and it should open for us. Let's see what we can get here. I'm gonna take the medical supplies as well, just because we want to fill up with all the extra things. Usually you wouldn't want to take it, right? Since it's not that valuable. Most of the valuable things will be in the center here. Let's just see. Let's just slowly but surely start pulling out some crates here. Medical supplies, quite a big one. And here is a big box, alter toxin as well. Super nice. I think that's about 8 ACUs. Got one small box, quantanium here. This is 1 ACU. More alter toxin. I think this is 1 ACU. Yeah, 1 ACU as well. And I believe the rest is just junk, so nothing too crazy here for us. Now we can go to the C2 here and see what it has. Here is the C2, probably the best find that we're gonna get here. Let's see if we can load everything up. For this, I usually like to park just above the C2, just so that I can just hover up with my tractor beam, but we'll see what we can do. I think for this, I'm just gonna move everything to one side so that I can actually load everything. So now we have a clear pathway where we can just push the boxes through. Now that we're all good to go, we can load the C2 here. Usually all the base cargo is in front, but we'll definitely have to take a look here. The titanium, I'm just gonna throw it to the side. Don't really need it that much. Our first big box here is alter toxin. Very nice. Just gonna snap that in place right there. Let's go take a look at the others. Here's the smaller alter toxin boxes. You can see I can just basically spacebar up and I'm right where I want to be when I want to load, right? So no moving about a lot, and then I can just control and I'm back. The next one here is medical supplies. We'll also take this. It's not as valuable, but does have some value sometimes, so I'll definitely take this as well. It's just to fill up our cargo area so we don't constantly have an empty one. So I don't want to do multiple missions over and over again. I want to do a couple and then be on my way, right? And we also got a 4 ECU here of quantanium. Very nice find. These are the most valuable boxes here. We've got one more medical supply here. I think it's an 8 ACU. I'll probably, once I level out my bounty hunting completely, I'll probably make a beginner's guide, taking everyone from start to finish on how to complete these missions. Most people know, right? But beginners might struggle just a little bit here and there. So I'll probably put something together like that. But bounty hunting does take quite a while to grind out. I would say even 12 hours, maybe a bit more, depending on how fast it goes, how many bugs there are. I'm just going to scan the rest of the cargo here just to make sure that we've got most of the things. I think we've got everything. Let's go take a look at that hammerhead. I have no idea if it's a mission objective or maybe it was a player ship. Who knows? But it's there, right? So might as well go take a look. It seems like completely salvaged. So it might have been a salvage contract. Who knows? But we'll definitely give it a scan to see if it has cargo. But it's pretty brutal. The thing is completely stripped. Okay, we managed to scan it. Cargo. Don't see any cargo. We do see some power plants. Also stripped, I believe. Just the weapon arsenal is left. So I do not think this is probably part of the mission. But quite cool to find here in the middle of nowhere. Now I think we can go sell everything. See how much we made with one mission. Missions can differ from mission to mission, right, on what you find. But for now, we didn't find anything super valuable. Just here and there we found something. This is VHRTs, right? Not the max ones just yet. I think the easiest place to probably sell without having to go to multiple different places is probably Grimhex, since they will take the Ultratoxin, they will take the medical supplies, and they will take the Quantanium. Probably not the most profitable, right? But definitely the easiest. So I'm going to go to Grimhex here just to see how much we can make with this little run here. Really like Grimhex since you don't really have to take any trains out here. And they kind of made it a lawful area in the recent patch. So not too crazy here at the moment since the turrets will shoot you. And it is a combo ray up now as well since they have pyro. So it's pretty lawful these days. But you know, this Grimhex is still unlawful for the most part. All landed in the hangar here. I'm just going to turn off my ship, open up everything, and unload the cargo onto the cargo bay here. A little tip for the Constellation. If you're here at the ladder, you can just press S and walk backwards. So you don't constantly have to use the animation of the ladder, right? Might save you a little bit of time here and there. You will take a bit of damage, but not the end of the world. Let me quickly fill this up. Now I know the Constellation does have a tractor beam, but like I said in past videos, I do not really enjoy those ship tractor beams just quite yet. Maybe if they improve them in the future, it will be way better. It's just awkwardly situated and sometimes you struggle to get the cargo off the grid, so not really for me. But maybe in the future it will be better. Here is our last box we can put on the elevator. You can see the haul is nothing crazy, but hopefully make a couple K here. Let's go see by sending it down. Then we go sell everything at the admin's office. You can see here in Grimhex, I actually have a death marker. Today there was a guy with a bike in here, just murdering everyone by driving over them in the spaceport. So hopefully he's gone by now. It's been a couple of hours, well, 12 hours. So we'll see. You can see here's the bike that the guy used to drive everybody over. But let's go to the administration office. You can see that white suit is still running around there. Maybe the bike exploded, who knows? And here we go. We're in the main area here. Admin is just here. Let's go see how much we can make. Hopefully it's a pretty decent amount, since I've been grinding the whole day for this. Just gonna select Grimhex here. Medical supplies. Gonna max it out. 67,000. Here's the Quantanium. Let's max it this one. 128,000. And then of course our Ultratoxin. 116,000. So in total, for an hour worth of looting and shooting, we made 312,000 plus the mission credits, which is pretty decent, right? Just for an hour. Even though it's not a top tier loot, you can still make a decent amount with VHRTs. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Don't forget to check out Beam Eye Tracker. Link is in the description. I'll also put a video on the screen where I show you exactly how to set it up and how it works. It takes about 5 minutes. And a big shout out to my YouTube memberships. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.